Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanay All, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings of all our industry stalwarts. We hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leader interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other great leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone, right? They help us to identify, nurture, and work on trade secrets that have already proven a success formula for so many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such corporate stalwart and veteran on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Aniket Nanajkar. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
He is an accomplished and results-driven top management professional. With over 2.5 decades of extensive experience, he has showcased expertise in various facets, including sales, marketing, business development, operational management, brand building, and process system improvement. Throughout his career, he has excelled at steering complex operations, driving revenue growth, and executing successful business strategies in highly competitive markets both in India and overseas. His proficiency in supply chain functions, including import-export across diverse global markets such as Europe, the Middle East, East Asia, and Australia, attests to his international exposure and adaptability. In his current role as CEO at Technofour Electronics Pvt Ltd, he has demonstrated exceptional leadership, defining the company's vision, mission, and goals. His strategic initiatives have led to a 20% CAGR in top line over the past 5 years and substantial bottom line growth among numerous other accomplishments. So, sir, to begin with, could you walk us through your journey from being a sales and applications engineer to becoming the CEO at Technofour Electronics Pvt Ltd? And what were some strategic steps you've taken to ascend the corporate ladder?
Well, Tanay, thank you very much for such a wonderful introduction of mine. Yeah, Tanay, it's basically when I started my career, it seems like yesterday now. And I never, frankly speaking, before this question, I never given a thought of my journey of last 23 years. But now with these questions, it is now giving me back to the 2001 where I started my career. And now it is giving me a lot of memories, how I started my career and how I shaped how I have reached to this level. I started my career as a sales engineer in 2001 after my finishing my engineering degree. Frankly speaking, it was not a thought that I should join in sales field, but somehow I got into this job. Initially, it was really challenging for me because since I told you I did not plan for this career. Otherwise, I would have gone to some business schools to learn some MBA in marketing or stuffs. But nevertheless, I initially it was a challenging, and then I found it is very interesting because I learn a lot by interacting with the people from various industries. And during this time, I got better at talking to the customer, the negotiation, building a relationship, and then I spent almost 8 years on in a sales as a sales field job. And after spending 8 years, I first got a break into the management role to explore my learning ability beyond sales and the business development. And then I started learning about the leadership. And then I got various leadership training from my company, and I learned a lot from my the bosses under whom I groomed as a leader. And before becoming a CEO, I spent almost 13 years in the management role. gaining valuable experience in different aspects of business and leadership. Becoming a CEO was a result of a lot of hard work, a lot of learning, dedication, and seizing opportunity. Now, as a CEO, I'm focused on driving Technofour's success story through strategic vision, innovation, and delivering values to our customers and stakeholders. Yeah, thank you, Tanay.
So, with over 23 years of experience, you've had extensive exposure to various domains like sales, marketing, branding, and operations management. How do you ensure that your diverse skill set contributes to the overall growth and success of Technofour?
So when I joined Technofour 6 years ago, but before this, I would like to elaborate something about my relationship with the Technofour. After passed out in 2001, I joined as a sales and application engineer in Technofour. I worked in the Technofour as a sales engineer and application engineer almost for the 3.5, 4 years. And then I moved to some other multinational companies to learn new dimensions of the sales and applications. And after spending almost 16 years, 16, 17 years in various other companies, I decided to come back to the Technofour because I think so, because this company Technofour has a very robust and reliable product, and this product has the capability to reach to the world. So when I saw after 17 years, there is an opportunity again in the Technofour to join, and so I taken this opportunity. And then I joined again this company in a Technofour almost 6 to 7 years, 6 years ago. And then because since my learning with the Technofour as from the angle of sales and application engineers 16 years ago, and then when I rejoined this company, my first task was to understand the company's the new culture, the product, the customers, entire supply chain process from the management point of view, because I joined as a general manager sales and operations, and so it was necessary for me to understand the complete dimensions or 360-degree dimensions of the business, not only from the sales of point of view. So I spent almost six and 7 months just on the learning of what the company is, what are the products they are selling to, what is their strength, the weaknesses, the people who are attached to the product and into the various functions, what is their contribution, how they are managing their operations. So everything it was needs to learn before I step into something for the further improvement. And that is what I did for first 6 to 7 months. So after grasping these aspects of the business, I started working on the improvement part, and I involved all the stakeholders. I made a lot of plans with them, and then we are all the management team and all the functional head came together, and we have made a systematic plan, and then we started executing then, and we have created a lot of milestones, and after achieving of each milestone, I used to celebrate these milestones with all the functional leaders, which gave them a lot of motivation to go further on the improvement part. Improvement is ongoing and ongoing process. It never stops. And one important part which I am doing at Technofour is adaptability to the change over the time. This is what my message to my team as well. And during my 6 years of time at Technofour, I focused on various aspects of the business to ensure systematic and sustainable growth, because any idea which you have for the improvement of the company, it should be sustainable. It should not be cater only the short-term goal. And then I worked on strengthening the internal process and systems to prepare the organization for the growth. Today, we export our products to over 30 countries, including USA, and achieved more than 30% sales growth in last 3 years. We have ambitious plans for the growth at Technofour. Yes, Tanay.
What advice would you like to give our viewers who are future leaders of the corporate world?
Tanay, actually, the leadership is all about mentoring and developing a team with the very strong values. But there are certain values which I followed in my life, and which I feel everybody should work on those areas. Like you should have a integrity and ethical conduct, which is the most important aspect of your leadership style. And you should lead by the example, prioritize honesty, fairness, and accountability in all your dealings. You have to prioritize the sustainability, recognize the importance of environmental sustainability and social responsibility in the business, integrate ESG consideration into decision-making process to create a long-term value for both company and society. And of course, we have to always invest into the continuous learning. We have to stay curious and committed to lifelong learning. Build strong relationship, not only with the customers, but with the stakeholders, including employees, your investor, and then communities. And encourage diversity and inclusion. We should have in the team, we should have the people from the various different backgrounds, so they can bring different values on the table for the success of the organization. We should be as I said, adaptability is very, very important, because the change is the only constant thing in our life. We have to accept the change in the dynamic market conditions, as well as what the change is required by our customers and an organization with the time. Of course, we have to take a risk and learn from the failure. When we take a certain risk, there is a chances of failure. But yes, we have to encourage a culture where taking calculated risk is valued and failure is seen as an opportunity for growth and learning. Practice empowering leadership. Empower your team members to take ownership of their work, develop their skills, and contribute to the company's success. Create an environment that fosters autonomy, creativity, and collaboration. And of course, not the least, but the most important one is stay humble all the time. Remember that leadership is all about serving others and making a positive difference in their lives. Stay humble, remain open to feedback, and never lose sight to the human aspect of the leadership.
So how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
I have always been interested in how organizations function, their decision-making process, and their strategies and policy discussions. Being in management for over a decade, I have been a part of various board meetings, which sparks my interest in the boardroom discussions and corporate operations. Corporate governance offers a chance to utilize your skills and knowledge to greatly transform an organization. Additionally, boardroom consists of people with the diverse skills and knowledge, further enhancing your own ability. I feel it's a win-win situation. In today's boardroom discussion, focusing solely on the organization's profit isn't enough. Environmental sustainability, community development should also be a part of the conversation before making any strategic decisions. So ESG and corporate governance two are the integral part when it comes to any organizations. And that is how I wanted to be a part of this ESG and corporate governance.
So as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Yeah, it's very interesting questions. I can bring several values to the table. Maybe start with the sustainable growth. I'm always talking about the sustainable growth. I focus on helping businesses to grow in a way that's good for the environment, society, and the company's long-term success, rather than just chasing short-term profits. Openness and honesty. I believe in being an open and honest about how companies operate and the impact they have on the world. This builds trust with everyone involved, like investors, employees, customers, and communities. Doing the right things. I'm all about making sure companies do business in fair and ethical way. Embracing diversity. I think it's very important for the companies to include people from the different background and perspectives. It leads to better ideas, happier employees, and stronger companies. Listening to everyone. I believe in talking to all the people who are affected by companies' decisions like employees, customers, and local communities. This helps us make a better decision that work for everyone. Managing risk. I help companies identify and deal with risk related to the things like environment, society, and how the company is run. It's about making sure nothing bad surprises us and that the company can keep going and strong. Think long term. I encourage companies to plan for the future and just focus on making quick money. By thinking long term and considering things like environment and society, we can build stronger, more successful companies.
So what are some of the changes you like to bring about by leveraging technological advance, namely IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, and Web 3.0?
See, we always need to stay agile when it comes to adopting new technology and advanced tools to monitor and improve our business. These tools are not only ensure error-free results, but also keep us competitive in the field. Using this technology, we can bring many changes. Like I can give some few of the examples. We can improve the efficiency and automations. Uh, Using IoT sensors and artificial intelligence algorithm, we can automate many tasks, making processes more efficient and reducing manual labor. We can predict the preventive maintenance. IoT device combined with the AI and machine learning algorithm can predict when machinery or equipment is likely to fail. This allows for proactive maintenance, reducing downtime and saving cost. Supply chain transparency. Blockchain technology can provide transparency and traceability throughout the supply chain. Data-driven decision making. With the help of big data analytics, organization can analyze large volume of data to gain insight and make informed decisions. Personalized services, artificial intelligence, and machine learning algorithm can analyze customer data to personalize products and services. Virtual prototyping and digital twins. Now it is with the digital twin technology creates a virtual replicas of physical assets or processes. This allows for testing and optimization in simulated environment, reducing cost and time to market for new products and services. Scalability and flexibility with cloud computing. Cloud computing provides scalability and flexibility, flexible infrastructure for strong processing and analyzing data. It enables organizations to adapt quickly to changing business needs and scale resource as required. These are the few examples which I would like to bring it to the table with the help of new technology like IoT, blockchain, and cloud computing. You can use it in your organization for the improvement and bring new ideas on the table.
So we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
First of all, I really congratulate World Development Corporation for creating this community where you can share the values of various stalwarts in the industries, and they can share the knowledge with each other. I'm really grateful to Mr. Zishan Bhattan and Mr. Heval Mehta and whole World Development Corporation for giving us a chance to share our thoughts on different aspects of corporate governance and learn from other industry experts. This process of learning and relearning will keep our journey going. Currently, the Indian market is growing at a very exponential growth, and also with respect to the world, India is become a very important factor or the hub for the manufacturing of various products. We have a very valuable resources in our country, which can help our country to take many challenges for the manufacturing and take the country to the next levels. And for this initiative, we need to come together. All the industry stalwarts has to come together. They can share the knowledge, and this is a great platform to do that.
Sir, it was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir, and wish you the best for your future endeavors.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.